If you would kindly find your seats, we'll begin our program. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Fran Scott, Chair of PIA New York's Hudson Valley Regional Awareness Program. On behalf of PIA and the Hudson Valley RAP Committee, welcomes PIA of New York's 13th Hudson Valley RAP Program. We want to thank New York Central Mutual Fire Insurance Company, which is sponsoring our Keynote luncheon for the 12th consecutive year. We appreciate their continued support. I also want to thank the following companies: Kingstone Insurance Company, our Platinum host; CMS LLC, our Gold host; Nationwide Insurance for their sponsorship of the centerpieces, which will be donated to the Rockland County's People to People organization; and our event host sponsors, Adirondack Insurance Exchange, the Hanover Insurance Group, Jim Core Agencies, K. Jennings Group Network Insurance Brokerage, Kemper Insurance, Mapfree Insurance, Progressive Insurance, Safe Light Auto Glass, and Travelers. Thank you to all of our sponsors, exhibitors, and program book advertisers. I encourage everyone to please check your program book for a complete list of these companies and remember their support. Also, I would like to recognize some special guests here with us today. Please stand to be recognized as I call your name. PIA New York President John Parsons. PIA New York National Director Rick Savino. PIA National President Gary Blackwell Jr. New York Young Insurance Professionals President Jason Bartow. Excess Line Association of New York Executive Director Dan Marr. President of the Insurance Professionals of Orange County, Maria Cruz. Finally, I would like to take a moment to recognize our Hudson Valley RAP 2016 committee members. Please stand as I call your name. Dina Bruno, the Main Street America Group. Donna Chipperino, Nationwide Insurance. Jennifer Donnelly, DeForest Group. Catherine Jennings, K. Jennings Group. Dharma Metzger, Kemper Insurance. Ann Scavone of Scavone Insurance Center. And Bob Snyder, New York Central Mutual Fire Insurance Company. Now to the awards portion of our program. Our Hudson Valley RAP Distinguished Insurance Service Award honoree is a native of Kingston, New York. He earned his bachelor's in business administration from St. Michael's College in 1984, as well as his property and casualty license and his CIC designation. He has been an agent and broker since 1985. In 2003, he graduated from the National School of Banking at Fairfield University, where he served as president of his class. He began his career as an account executive with Robert J. Ryan Incorporated, where he became a minority partner in 1986. 10 years later, he became president and sole stockholder of the firm. And after selling to Ulster Savings Bank, he remained president of Robert J. Ryan Incorporated, as well as vice president at the bank. In 2009, he had founded Kingston's Ryan & Ryan Insurance Brokers, where he currently sits as president of the agency. His industry contributions include participating on numerous boards, including the Young Insurance Professionals Network, PIA of New York, and numerous company advisory councils. He is active in a variety of local activities, having served as president of the Kingston Boys and Girls Club, and as chairman of the board of the Ulster County Development Corp. He served as the Ulster County representative on the Stewart Airport Citizens Advisory Board, and he currently serves as president of the Benedictine Health Foundation. He is one of 3 founders of Kingston's Shamrock Run. Having served as race director for many years, and Ryan is still the major sponsor of that event today. He was Grand Marshal of the Kingston St. Patrick's Day Parade in March in 2002. His community has honored him with the Benedictine Hospital's Sister Mary Charles Award, and the Ulster County Chamber of Commerce's Heart of Ulster County Award as well. And we are pleased to honor such an active and respected representative in our industry. Please join me in congratulating Robert Ryan Jr., CIC of Ryan & Ryan Insurance Brokers. Bob, if you will join me. On behalf of PIA, I'd like to present you with this plaque. We went to a great place for lunch.
I do want to say when I was president of Yippin, I had hair like Jason's too, but I don't anymore. Thank you all for this humbling recognition. I'd like to thank the board of PIA, the committees who do the work to make these events happen, as well as the staff of PIA who's always there and available to help myself and my firm whenever we need their support or guidance. In addition, I'd like to thank a few special folks here today, starting with my bride, Amy. Just stand up, Mrs. Ryan. Come on, there we go. Most of this would not happen without, and it sure would have less meaning to do it without you by my side. Thanks for always supporting me. Thank you to Fran Scott for the wonderful introduction, and thank you for taking the time to come up and meet with me so you can personalize the award as well. Thank you. Thank you to my longtime friend from Kemper, Donna Metzger, who I believe may have had something to do with why I'm standing up here today. I'd like to thank my mom and dad as well. Some of you probably knew my dad, whom I had the privilege of working with for 8 years before he got sick. My mom and dad always taught me to give back and taught us by example. And finally, a thank you to my staff, most of whom are not here today, but Jeff Smith from my staff is here. They always make me look good and treat our customers right, and for that I thank you all. I started in this business in May of '85, and my father wanted me to give it a 3-year commitment. I agreed to a 2-year commitment and never looked back. I really do enjoy what we do every day. Most days are different, and after 31 years to still be learning is inspiring. The big part of what makes our industry so enjoyable to me is going out, meeting new business owners, learning about what they're doing, and helping them grow their businesses. I also believe that we truly help people. Many times at an immensely emotional time in their lives, we have the ability to make a real difference, and that's why it's so important that we take the time to make sure the policy is written correctly and each individual's business's needs are incorporated into their insurance program. And that is why, in my opinion, GEICO and the General will never replace what we do. After 31 years, I've learned a few things that have helped me in this business, and I thought I would share a few of those with you today. Be honest with your insureds, your carriers, your employees. Take the high road and the long road in time. Both will pay off, even though that is not why you do it. If you want your employees to treat your customers right, treat your employees right. All things happen for a reason. Mark Lalon and I were talking earlier today about some stories, and boy, does it not come back to all things happen for a reason. It may take some time for that reason to become obvious, but in time it will. And in closing, if it's not fatal, it's no big deal. I feel very blessed to have had the opportunity to go to work with my father, to have met so many wonderful folks along the ride. Grateful that I've found the insurance industry to do my best to make a positive mark on my little world in Kingston. And I thank you again for this honor.
That's the best thing about PIA for me is the great friendships and the folks that I've met along the way. So, congratulations again, Bob. It is now my pleasure to introduce our newly elected PIA of New York President, John Parsons, the second CIC, CPIA, AAI. John is Executive Vice President of Parsons Associates in Syracuse, a third-generation PIA member agency. He joined the agency in 1986 after graduating from the State University of New York College at Brockport. An active member of PIA since he began working at the agency. He served on the board of PIA's Young Insurance Professionals and was awarded the PIA of New York Young Insurance Professional of the Year Award in 1999. A member of PIA's Board of Directors since 2006, John has served on every committee of the association, as well as the Syracuse Advisory Council. John is a 35-year member of the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, having served as a flotilla commander and as a boating safety educator during that time. He is a certified New York State boating instructor with the New York State Parks Marine Services Bureau. John also is a longtime blood donor, having donated over 9 gallons of blood over the years. Wow. As a type 2 diabetic himself, he serves on the organizing committee for the CNY Tour de Cure of the American Diabetes Association and has ridden in several tours to raise awareness and funds for diabetes research. Please join me in welcoming our newly elected President of PIA of New York, John Parsons II, CIC, CPIA, AAI.
Thank you, Fran. Congratulations, Bob, for a very well-deserved award. I'd like to extend another thank you to Fran and the entire Hudson Valley Regional Awareness Program Committee, our sponsors, exhibitors, and advertisers, all of whom have made today such a success. This is an exciting time to be a part of PIA. Over the past year, we've increased attendance at our annual conference and regional awareness programs. On the legislative front, we've gotten attention and support to reform the New York State Insurance Fund's rules, introduce legislation to deal with duplication and continuing ed requirements between individual and corporate licenses, and we continue to fight the reform of scaffold law and standardize hurricane deductible triggers. We've continued to educate our members on issues that affect their businesses via our award-winning, newly designed PIA magazine, PIA's weekly email publications, and an updated website, and services that our members love, including the Resource Center with access to attorneys and technical experts. PIA continues to provide our members with unparalleled tools and services, including a new E&O risk management toolkit, the Certificates of Insurance toolkit, Hurricane Info Central, Storm Central, Privacy Compliance Central, and a Sharing Economy toolkit. Some of you may know my grandfather, John Parsons, was a founding member of PIA of New York, then known as the Independent Mutual Agents Association 77 years ago. He served as its president in 1954 to 55. He dedicated many years to the development of the insurance industry and to charitable community service in our community. My father, Chuck, served as president in 1975 to 76, and later on the PIA Management Services Board after that for many years. And I am extremely proud to continue this tradition. When I was starting out in the insurance industry, around the same time as Bob was, my dad told me always do what's best for the client. Sometimes that may mean that you don't get the sale, but they'll remember that you treated them fairly, and you may get a chance again down the road, or they may refer you to someone else that you can help. Being a professional independent insurance agency has been good to me and my family, as well as the associates that work in our business. I am proud of what we achieve every day to make our clients' lives better, by providing them with security and helping them during what is often one of the most trying times of their lives. We believe that if you do what is right for your clients and neighbors, you will be successful. These principles, the values upon which our agency is based, are the same that have guided our association as we work to build our members' businesses. I think that's why Parsons and Associates and PIA have such a long history together. These are principles that successful agents and insurance businesses maintain because it's the right thing to do, but doing the right thing also makes them successful. Because you're here today, you've demonstrated that you are committed to our industry and to improving yourself and your business to help your clients. I applaud you for your work and ask each of you, as the best marketing examples our industry can have, to take a more active role in PIA. Welcome those who aren't a part of our association to see how gratifying and profitable it can be. And make sure that you're always mindful that you're an example and have the opportunity to raise awareness among young people in our industry, perhaps some that don't even know they want to join us, of what a great industry it is. I want to thank you for being here today. I appreciate your participation, and I promise that this year and beyond I will work with PIA to continue to bring you the best programs and benefits that we can to help you build your businesses. Thank you very much, and enjoy your lunch.
Thank you, John, and congratulations, Bob. What a well-deserved award. I'd also like to say happy birthday, John. I'd like to extend another thank you to the entire Hudson Valley RAP committee, our sponsors, exhibitors, and advertisers, all of whom made today such a success. This is an exciting time to be part of PIA. Over the past year, we've increased attendance at our annual conference, and I just read some of John's. So, but, listen, you have to laugh, right? Didn't we just have this conversation? All right, so, thank you again. I'd like to remind everyone to remain seated after lunch, as we have a fabulous speaker, Casey Preston, CEO of Stratosphere Marketing Solutions. Enjoy your lunch, and we will continue.